Welcome back to the channel, guys. So in today's video we're putting the finishing touches on our 670cc V-twin Chinese independent rear suspension buggy. That's a mouthful. I have a lot of work to do in this video, so be sure you guys come along and stay tuned till the end because we might get it running. We're going to start off by redoing the way these pillow blocks mount to the frame. We're going to redo the jack shaft, take this thing apart, and then start welding it. So let's get right into it. So I built in 1 inch of adjustability here in the rear, so I'm able to adjust this rear section in case I need to change sprockets, tension the chain, all that stuff. So there we go, the jack shaft turned out perfect. We're gonna have a 12-to-1 gear reduction for now. So we got the engine in, and check this out, guys. We got the CVT mocked up, and this driver is gonna hit on this tube right here. So we're gonna have to somehow come up with the way to bend this tube out the way. Yeah, our jack shaft right there turned out super nice and straight, and we even had enough room on there to fit an 8-inch brake caliper. So we've got the engine up, and now we're gonna start welding everything up, make sure it's all clean. So let's get to it. So there you go, guys. I got part of the rear brake system done. That's gonna double as the parking brake / emergency brake. So I pull up on this. It is absolutely impossible to turn this thing. Now that has me wondering if I'm even gonna need these right here. So we'll see how well those brakes do, and that will determine if we run these or not. Alrighty guys, that was a challenge, especially welding in these windy conditions, but luckily all the welds look good. While it was flipped, I did put some primer on the bare metal spots. This is just to protect the chassis from rust. In the future, I do want to get this thing sandblasted and powder coated. Just gonna save me so much time. The stock powder coat is chipping off anyways. So yeah, I still have a little bit more welding to do, and then we're gonna flip it over on the other side and finish that side, and then we should be good.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
So it's pretty late in the day, but we got a head start on getting all these suspension components in. I'm just really happy with how that turned out. Everything is nice and welded. Off camera, I actually made new bottom shock mounts. I raised them up about 1/2 inch, as you can see. That actually stiffened up the suspension quite a bit, which is gonna be good for handling. I'm hoping this thing is gonna be able to pop a wheelie. I may be wishing for too much, but that was just a goal for me. But with all these heavy wheels and tires, I'm not sure it will do one. But you guys will have to stay tuned. But let's keep on putting this thing back together. So we got the motor, all the CVT and chains adjusted and secured. Everything looks really nice. Now we're gonna go ahead and actually jump on this exhaust. This exhaust does not cut it for me, so we're gonna make a new one that's gonna be much better and much more performance oriented. So let's get to it. So I'm actually curious to see if this tube bender, almost a $2,000 setup, will be able to bend this super thin wall exhaust tubing. This is 1 3/4 inch. Okay, my speculation is it's gonna bend it, but only up to a certain angle. So we're about to find out. Well, I thought it was going pretty good, but yeah, this is just super thin. You'd probably need a $50,000 bender to bend this stuff, a mandrel bender. Dang it. Probably bend it up to about 10 degrees. Well, the NA exhaust is done. Looks really awesome, very strong. Kind of went with the equal length long tube header style on this, and then just a short collector out to the muffler. Check that out, guys. Kind of looks like a spider crawling out. thing is crazy, man. No way. I hope I didn't mess anything up because this thing is technically still in the braking period. But I just had to do it for y'all because you guys are awesome. And you definitely deserve that. Well guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. In the next video, we'll be test driving this thing for the first time with the independent rear suspension and more power. So be sure you guys stay tuned. Hit that like button down below if you enjoyed this video. And consider subscribing and hit that bell. To the viewers out there, I have to apologize. There was no video last week. It's been raining non-stop. And I happened to get sick for a few days. But it's all good. But yeah guys, I have to see you in the next video. Be sure you stay tuned. Peace and God bless.